You're kicking it with G on your favorite station.
The perfect station.
92 KELZ, the only station with new music, new artists, new sound.
Yo, so we have a special guest in here today with us, the one and only Miss J. Renee. Say hello to the people.
Hello, everybody.
So how are you doing today?
I'm doing very well.
That is great. So before we get into why you're here and who you're with, tell us a little bit about you, where you're from, what got you into doing what you do.
All right. Well, my name is J. Renee. I was born in Galveston, so I'm Texas native.
Okay.
I was raised in California.
Oh.
And then I came back about 10, actually, it's 2020? 14 years ago.
Wow.
That was a long time.
Time flies.
Yeah, it does.
So I guess I consider myself Houston native now. I'm a 2-time cancer survivor.
Wow.
And that is
That's big.
one of the things that got me into this clothing line. So
What? Okay, can I ask what cancer?
I had lymphoma
Wow.
both times.
And when were you first diagnosed?
I was 15 going on 16, and then it came back again when I was 21.
Wow.
Man,
Yeah,
That's
it
crazy.
overcome a lot early.
Yeah.
I have.
Early.
What is that? Oh, because I know we're going to get into this, but what is that experience taught you about
Just in life in general.
life in general? Yeah.
Basically, just live life.
Yeah.
The second time around that I went through it, I had to do a stem cell transplant. So I was basically like quarantined for a month. So while I was sitting in those 4 walls, I'm sitting here like, what are people going to remember me by? You know, what impact have I made? And things like that.
And this was the first time?
No, the second time.
second-
The second time I got a stem cell transplant because the first time clearly wasn't rigorous enough. So then the next option was to do a stem cell transplant.
So, we don't actually talk about lymphoma disease at all within
It's-
our community.
Well, it's very, very common. It has a high success rate, about 90% success rate.
Okay, that's good.
Luckily for me, I didn't need to have a donation as far as blood. So it was autologous. The recovery was a little bit more easier, and the grafting was easier as opposed to having to take someone else's blood and, coping with it. So,
Wow. Okay, so tell us.
I was just finna say, like, let's
That's crazy because have you been with Rich Originals? Because you're here with Rich Originals clothing.
yes.
Have
I
you
am.
been with Rich Originals since like the beginning stages?
Actually, I got with Rich Originals a couple months ago.
Okay.
They had actually been around for a year.
Okay.
I met someone named Larry Wayne, really good friend of mine. And through him, I met his business partner, who was Brian. And we sat down and we discussed a lot of things. And it just kind of played itself out. I gave them the idea of putting the ribbon instead of an I for Rich. And then it just took off from there.
Wow.
So before you actually got into it with Rich Original Clothing, like, what were you doing specifically?
I was a student.
Like, what was you taking up with school?
I'm a criminal justice major.
Oh, okay.
So criminal justice are you still going down the criminal justice path? Or you
I
kinda-
am.
Where are you
Still-
currently studying at?
Sam Houston.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right, so
Sam
you just keeping it all in the Houston area. You ain't going nowhere.
I don't think so.
You really like Houston?
I like Houston. I do.
It's a different type of vibe.
Hey, man,
I mean,
don't worry about her.
only thing I can say is about California is the weather.
Yeah.
Outside of
It's
that,
more expensive in California than it is here.
way more expensive. I tell a lot of my friends to invest out here, like get houses, get property out here, because y'all money would go a long way out here versus California.
Or use it out here so it can fund your life back
Out there,
there
right?
while you have a
Right.
job.
Exactly.
Man, okay. So like he was saying, so you're criminal justice, but what got you into the creative side? When did you get into like the whole branding and things
Fashion
like that?
side.
Yeah.
Well, I always wanted to give back,
Okay.
and I did think about this a while back of doing a clothing line, but I just never thought I would be able to do it. So I guess crossing paths with certain people kind of brought it out of me. So, like I say, that's where I thought about doing the Rich and just implementing the ribbon in the eye. And 10% of the earnings that we make from our shirts, they go to cancer research.
Okay.
So I always wanted to give back. So that's what made me actually push harder to make sure this brand gets out there. Because it's like a brand with a purpose, you know?
So what does Rich Original stand for?
So being rich isn't anything that has to do with monetarily funds. You can be rich in culture, rich in family, And the original side of it is that you must always be yourself.
Yeah.
Living in your truth is what makes you rich. No one can be you better than you. So that's what we strive for. Hustle to get rich, strive to be original.
I was just about to say, that is like the motto. Like, where did you guys get that slogan from? Like, what was the background to that?
Like I say, I was brought in a little later after that was already established. But Larry had told me about it and said that it's just for individuality purposes. And to become rich in life, to value yourself as much as you value others is really what it's all about. So
how can anybody live rich, in your opinion?
I mean, outside of living in your truth, gaining knowledge.
I think that's important.
Very, very important. With knowledge, you can do anything. Knowledge is power. And he who has the knowledge has the gold, has the power. So mainly, I would just say elevating, learning new things, and then spreading that to others.
With sales and marketing, there's like this, most people have like this really guerrilla approach to how they do sales and marketing. They're just like very aggressive. And
Right.
Like, take my stuff. How do you guys focus the brand? Because it does have a social message to it. It has a responsibility to it.
Yes.
How do you guys stand out versus like other brands, would you say?
Well, everyone wants to serve a purpose. Everyone wants to support a purpose. So our brand has that. So people naturally gravitate towards that. So it's not really a hard thing to market. And then especially with the cancer awareness, that's a really big thing that we have. And although it's not talked about in our community, these shirts, our sweaters, the brand brings awareness to it. I've had people tell me they didn't even know that there are different color ribbons for certain cancers.
Yeah.
You know, that strikes up a whole nother conversation there.
Yeah.
So it's serving its purpose in itself.
Do you guys represent all the different type of cancers?
Yes, you have the option of getting whatever color ribbon in support of whoever, whether it's for yourself, a family member, a friend. We all know someone who's battled cancer. So
That's definitely like a journey that most people don't know how to approach. Definitely, I was one who actually took care of somebody who had cancer.
Okay.
And she had colon cancer, and you don't realize how much everyone that is like in that situation is being affected.
Oh, yes.
And how much, not even just the cancer patient, and you're trying to be strong for them, and you're trying to like encourage them, but then it's like, a part of you is just because, you love them, you're like, it's hard. So when you were going through that journey, what was that like, would you say, as far as the person who was going through that, what was that like with the connection with your family and your loved ones and things like that?
Well, truth be told, I didn't really have much family. When I was 16, I only had my mother, my sisters and brothers. But other than that, I had a lot of support from the staff of the hospital.
Really?
Yes, and a lot of support groups. So when I went to criminal justice, at first I wanted to be a psychology major, and I wanted to actually speak to people that was going through that kind of thing. I wanted to be a psychologist at MD Anderson. But when I started doing this class of criminal justice, it was just so easy and so intriguing that I went towards that side more than anything. I can go volunteer and talk to someone all day, every day at the hospital for free, you know, and my main purpose is actually to help someone, so that's something I would do for free without having to go to school and get a doctorate for, So.
She said the main thing, because I would have did the same thing too, though. Like, when it comes to the psychology and all that stuff, when I saw the most papers, whichever was the less papers,
Oh my goodness!
was the route
Yes,
I was going.
I was like, I got 10 more years. What? I don't know. I never considered that one. That you ain't getting in there with nothing less than a doctorate. So
Like, this ain't my ministry. This is not my ministry.
So you guys have this thing that says riches comes in various forms, and a rich person is not only a person with monetary assets, but a person that knows one's worth and values and the worth of those around them.
Yes.
Delve into that a little bit for me.
I mean, that's self-explanatory. You know yourself. You know what you're worth, and those around you. Once you get to know them, everyone serves a purpose in everyone's life in different ways. So once you learn how to put that together and that's what the team is about. We all came together. One person knows this, one person knows that, and then from there you just grow. And growth is a big part about being rich. That's where the knowledge comes in at, and things like that, networking, and such. So
So do y'all have a certain demographic that y'all try to target? Your target audience, or is it just everybody?
Everybody's rich in their own way.
Yeah.
No, definitely.
Yeah.
No, I definitely agree with you.
What kind of products do you guys service?
So we have shirts, we have sweaters. We're going to get into the headings. We're going to get hats and beanies and things like that. Right now, focusing on the shirts. Pretty soon, we're going to get sets like sweatsuits and things like that.
Are you guys only online, or you have a brick and mortar? Like, is there like a store?
The store is something that we're going to definitely get into. That's something that we would purposely want to get into. That's the goal. But as of right now, we're online, and you can order through me, through Larry Wayne, through Brian. So yeah, it's accessible to anyone all over the world.
So far as what is the future plan that y'all have? I know you said you plan to get a brick and mortar. Do you plan to kind of do any events, kind of merge with any celebrities coming up to try to push the brand out any further?
Yes, so we actually have a marketing event that we're collaborating with. I'm not sure if you guys heard of her, Kayla G. She's a personal trainer out here. She's having a networking event on the 29th, and we will have a booth set up. So everyone come out on the north side of Houston. And we have different vendors coming out, and we're going to be one of them for sure.
What day is that? Do you know?
The 29th is on a Saturday,
So
I
the
believe.
29th of this month?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's like right
Next
week.
week. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
definitely.
What time
something.
does it start at?
It's 2:00, and then it's gonna last until it pretty much dies out, because it's gonna be a lot of different people there, and it's gonna be like a community thing. We're gonna have like a crawfish boil. We're gonna have a bounce house. So bring the kids out. Everyone can come out, shop. We're gonna have everything from clothing, workout gear. We also have someone that does nails, someone that's going to promote baby clothes and things like that.
So it's just like a
whole different
Just like-
range of different things.
like the supermarket for just black
for sure.
entrepreneurs.
Yeah, it's probably going to turn into a little block party. I can probably guarantee.
Oh, well, y'all gonna be
Yeah.
packed
Oh
out.
yes. Yes.
Right? I like
Definitely.
that.
The community
Okay.
wants bring everyone out. Come enjoy. It's a free event.
Okay.
Don't have to pay or anything. Just come out and enjoy.
People love free.
Yes,
do
they
love
do.
free.
Yes, they do.
Free music and crawfish.
Oh yeah.
That's all you got to tell the people.
Oh, man, I don't eat
Yes.
crawfish, so y'all can miss me with the
Well, we have
crawfish.
barbecue as well. You barbecue.
Oh, yeah, I eat that.
Okay.
Okay, I'm down.
See, I told you we appeal to everyone. Everyone. Not a specific target. Everyone.
They real rich with foods and everything.
Okay, so you said you guys are coming out with hats. Y'all have sweats, gears like that. Do y'all do any like fashion shows, or do y'all put on any shows or anything like that?
We haven't yet, but that's something we would definitely like to get into.
Okay.
So
How can people reach out to you if they want to actually put your stuff like either in their store or in their show?
well, our Instagram is richoriginalclothing.com. I think that's the website, I'm sorry. The Instagram is Rich Originals Clothing.
Okay.
Definitely can hit us up through there, and we can set something up.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we might need to do something. I like it.
Definitely. Okay.
Clothing with a purpose. I love that.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I love.
The name is right.
Yeah.
Rich. Everybody's rich in their own way. You can't beat that. You got to stay original. Got to be genuine. Because there's a lot of
Yes.
fake people out there.
Oh, God.
Tell me about
If you're
it.
fake, you can still get a shirt.
For sure. Oh, everyone. I told you,
It might
everyone.
motivate you to be more
Everyone.
real. It may help. It may help you.
Yes.
And how can we follow you?
My Instagram is J Renee. That's JRENEE with 3 underscores.
Okay. We're not gonna call out her government name.
Because we almost got our fingers chopped off.
Literally,
not
she was
even.
like, "Don't tell everyone my government name."
Don't let this
No.
sweet face and voice fool y'all.
Oh, don't do me that. Please don't do me that.
Well, I'm so happy that we had you here with us. Thank you so much for stopping in. Okay, give us details again on the event for next week.
So it's going to be on the north side of Houston. The address is 221 Airtex Drive. It's going to be from 2 until many vendors. Also, if you want to check out Kayla G's Instagram, she's going to be posting updates on the event as well. That's going to be Kayla G _. And just follow from there.
Okay.
Get more
great.
details.
Thank you.
Of course.
Thank you for stopping in and kicking it with us.
Thanks for having me. This actually went well for my first interview.
You're so welcome. See, I totally told you. It's so easy.
There will be
Yeah.
another one.
Okay.
And as the brand grows, make sure that you guys let us know. We gotta get in our rich gear.
For sure.
Definitely support you guys.
Thank you.
Guys, make sure that you stick around. We have even more to come on the all new 92kelz.com. It's your girl, Hey Charlie.
And your boy G Casso.
And you're kicking it with us.
You're kicking it with G on your favorite station.
The perfect station.
92 KELZ, the only station with new music, new artists, new sound.